Welcome everybody to another video. Today I was thinking that we would plan for next week in my journal, and just so you can see my process for where I put certain things when, and my back planning, pre-planning, all of those things. So I've got some of my favorite supplies here today. I've got my little drawer of washi samples that I get given from my pen pals. Washi is one of my all-time favorite things to receive in the mail. I've also got two washi tapes from Ingrid B Art on Instagram. She makes these beautiful watercolor images, and they're all Australian native wildlife, and I just adore them. I use them so much. And I've also got another yellow tape. I've got my three Tombow, my yellow pens this week. I thought we would do a yellow spread, so we'll use those. My Sarasa Vintage colours, and this is my pencil case with all of my favourite pens. And of course I've got a afternoon coffee and my Hobonichi TECHO. So I just thought that I would quickly show you how I've currently been using this planner this year. I am new to the Hobonichis, and I just wanted something that had everything in one place. My monthlies, my weeklies, and my journaling parts. So far, 12 days into 2021, and I absolutely love it. So I just thought I would show you quickly how I've been setting it up. This is just for birthdays. I was thinking about using this as an index or as a tracker, but I've just got birthdays categorized for the moment so that I just don't forget, and if I want to go and add things in later, I still can. For the dates I've already written something on, I'll just write it down here. I'm still thinking about what I want to use those pages for. And onto my monthlies. So with the monthlies, this is just my dump all, and kind of this is where I put everything. I don't care if I cross it out, it gets messy. I've got arrows. This is just my place to put everything, and as it gets closer to that day or that week, that's when I will slide it into the weekly section. So for example, we've had a couple of different dinners cancelled. I've made a note about lockdown that happened in the city just above me as well. I've got a little important note about picking up my son's birthday cake. And I just really don't care how this ends up. Like, I wrote my cleaners were coming on the wrong week, so I've just drawn an arrow, but I don't mind. This is just my dump it all. You know, I've got a family member's wedding coming up, and especially with COVID, we just don't know what is going to go ahead and what isn't. So I'm happy to just have a place to pop it all in, and I don't care how messy it gets, white out, whatever happens. So that's that for the moment. And on to my weekly pages. This was my first week. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do, and it was also the last week of the holidays, so I didn't have any work to write in there, so I just kind of put down what I watched that day. I went out for lunch with my husband. And I slept in. I really didn't have too much to write in there, and any really important things I wanted to note out, I've put into the journaling pages anyways. So what I wanted to keep from my last planner was my running to-do list, and I just transfer this over every week until it gets ticked off. I wanted to also just keep track of how many Instagram, YouTube, Patreons, and Etsy sales I've made, and also my incoming and outgoing mail. Sometimes I kind of get a big chunk all at once with my mail, and sometimes I don't get any for a while. And I also wanted a record of when I sent things as well. I know with my Etsy orders it comes up on my Etsy, but I do just want to keep track of how many things I've posted that day. So, and then this week as well, I tracked what nights I cooked. Something new I've been doing is writing down what we've had for dinner around the 5:30 mark, because we eat around 5 to 5:30 with the young boys. Yeah, I had a couple of things cancelled, unfortunately, so I just crossed the line through it. And yeah, I've just kind of written down a few exciting things in here as well, just to zhuzh it up. You know, I made some mail, and I bought the Hobonichi 5-year journal, which I've only just seen images of, but I thought that would be really fun to kind of look back every year and add something different to the page, so I'm going to give that a go. And yeah, just a little bit of decoration here. I obviously don't get mail on the weekends. It's pretty self-explanatory. I've got 3 different colors here for my 3 different jobs, but I'm going to be tracking my Bex Vintage Post work a different way, in a little tracker here, which was inspired by Helen of the Coffee Monsters Co. She's got a little graph, and she just kind of puts in how many hours she's worked every day. And just because I don't know when I'll get an order or when the lighting will be good enough to take photos, for example, or yeah, I just don't know exactly when and where I will have time to do it. So sometimes I do work at night, so I just thought instead of trying to block off a time, it would be easier just to kind of track my overall hours for that particular job, and my other 2 jobs where I have to log on or be at the warehouse, I will put those times actually in here. So you can see I've still got the 3 in there. So Tuesday afternoons I want to try to do a regular filming. So we'll see how that goes. I will give it a go. So what I thought we would do is fill out next week's journal spread. So I've already got an idea of what I want to do. I want to use my colors as well for blocking off my times, and just for doing my little lines here, just as a separation. I go to bed before 10, so I just kind of block it off from 10:30 onwards, and I kind of make other notes sometimes up here between the 5 and 6, but I'm normally up at 4:30 with my boys anyways, so sometimes I do get some work done. So this is my nice piece of printer paper that I've been using as a writing board, because it does actually, I don't know whether you can see, but you do get some transfer from the ink to the page. So I just like to put that behind whatever page I'm working on, and I just slot it in if I'm working on my journaling pages. I just slot it in, so there. So when I'm writing on this page, this ink doesn't transfer to here. So let's just go ahead and fill out. So I've got just a, where's my other pen? I've got just a 0.5 millimeter ink gel pen from Kmart. I really like this pen. I have searched and searched and searched for it again, and I cannot find it. The closest thing to it I've found is this one, which is a 0.7, but it's too thick for my writing. So I use that to write letters with now, but yeah, I want to keep my eyes out for some of these. I bought them maybe, I want to say like a year ago, and I can't find any more. But I actually love these pens. They're one of my favorite pens, and they're just from Kmart. So I've been using that pen. It's a little bit thicker as my Muji pen that I've got here, that I got with my Hobonichi. So I've just been using that as a header, and then I write everything else in my Muji pen. So let's just go ahead and plan for next week. So, oops, always do my headings first, because otherwise I will end up smearing all of the gel ink, because I do find that I do have to wait for the inks to dry. So I'm just going to go across and do whoops, my trackers. I did have another idea for what to put in this section here, and I can't remember what it was, but it was another tracker. So if I remember, I will let you guys know, but I can't remember right now. So just wait for the Tombos to dry, and I just wanted to put down a little bit of washi tape as well. This is my favorite one. It's just so pretty. The little black cockatoos and some wattle. I'll get my scissors and I'll cut that off later. And I haven't looked through here yet. I just thought I would see what I've got. That may go. Oh, I've got a yellow sample, and this one has a yellow bicycle on it. I don't think I want to use that. Oops. Maybe I'll see if I can use some of this yellow as well. It's a bit of a different color, but maybe these arrows. Just as a little something. And I think I'll use this over here as well. I've got a little work sticker that I just realized I've left out on my proper desk. I'll just layer a little work sticker over the top of that when I get it. All right, so let's highlight. I hate having those there. Let's highlight the headings. To do, I'll do $1 hour and 3 hours, because I probably, in all honesty, not do that many, or more than that rather, just with my timing of my other jobs. So on a Monday, what I'll do is I'll just come in and write how many I've got on a Monday morning. And it's just been a little bit fun to see my numbers grow. I did hit 1,000 followers on Instagram for Beck's Vintage Post on the last day of last year. So that was very exciting, starting the new year with 1,000 followers. And I've made a couple of sales since then as well. So it's just been fun to see it grow. Don't want to put my ruler on top of it yet in case it does smudge the ink. I'll be very sad. Just let that dry for a little bit. Now, my hours next week will be the same. So I'll just highlight those. Oops. How do you like to plan? Do you like to memory plan? Do you like to pre-plan? There are so many different ways that you can do it. I was thinking about getting a couple of different journals and diaries for this year, but I just want everything in one place. That's why I quite liked the idea of this particular planner. I've also just got my pen test back here. I just want to see which pen I want to use just to go with it. So 7:30 to 9:30 is my other job. Oops. All right, and also all right. Now I'll get my ruler. All right, so that is pretty much exactly what I have as a base every single week. These don't change. I do Pilates every Tuesday morning, and that's why I've got that gap there. And then I want to do some work filming photos, listings, etc. for Beck's Vintage Post every Tuesday afternoon, and the rest is just whatever I've got available. So that's what I start with every single week. What I do now is I go through and I just check what I haven't ticked off yet on my to-do list, and I'll transfer it over. As this week isn't finished yet, I won't do that right now. But yeah, when it gets to Sunday night, or Monday morning, I'll just transfer everything that's not been ticked off to here. So it's just a running to-do list, and then I add to it as it goes on. And let's now go and check my monthly for the 19th. And oh, that's a really great week to do a plan with me. I've got nothing on except my Pilates. So we'll just keep that there, and if anything else or any other appointments pop up, I will add them in here. We'll probably just put them straight in here because I already know that that's where I'm going to, or that it's already next week, so it's close enough. I just write on top of it where I'm supposed to be. All right, that's my base planning. Now, what I also do every week is, or every day rather, is I do a little bit of journaling about the day. So sometimes it's not very much. Sometimes we did an adventure. I did do this in my Dingbats pocket notebooks last year. You can go and check my flip through of those in my journaling playlist, but I've just been thoroughly enjoying it this way because it's already dated for me. I don't have to try. You'll see in that video I tried to skip pages to leave time to go back, and it just wasn't working. I feel like there's less pressure this way. I've also just been filling up the pages with just bits and pieces, and if I felt like I didn't have to write anything, I just didn't. Like, that explains the whole day. The whole house was sick. I don't need to write anything. I'm fine with that being blank. And yeah, I just feel like it's taken the pressure off a bit because it's already there, and even if I just write a couple of sentences or just some bold writing, I'm fine with that. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying this journal. When I get my 5-year Hobonichi journal, I will do a walkthrough of it, and I will go through and just fill in just the highlight of each day. I'm more thinking what I'm going to do with that is use it as like writing down milestones for my boys. Luke is starting to walk now, and I kind of wish I did start it last year, but I only just discovered it on YouTube actually when I was scrolling through the internet. So I'll have a walkthrough of that when it comes about, but I hope you've enjoyed this little plan with me video of just how I start my base. And yeah, as the days go on, I just fill in little bits and pieces that we've done, and my dinners as well, just for something to fill in down the bottom. I've been liking that. I've written down what I'm currently reading, and yeah, I hope that you are having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.